So outdoor track and field season, a lot of it, being a first-year head coach, was kind of establishing baseline, standards, expectations, what we're going to be as a program going forward. I think we did a decent job of laying that out for the kids. Performance-wise, we saw some people really respond to those things and do some great things. You have, Judith won her first conference championship in the 400. Obviously, Brian had an exceptional season. Josh comes away All-American. So you saw the results of the process we're starting to put in place.
So first year head coach, first year interim head coach, what are some lessons that you learned and what are some big takeaways from you?
Takeaways are, similar to every time I've been coaching, and it's just valuing the time you spend with the athletes. The nice thing about being head coach is you get to do that with a whole lot more people because you're more engaged with all the event groups than I had been previously. So that was awesome. I try and come up with an analogy. It's kind of a little bit like being on an island. So when things are going great and smooth, it's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's a place where everybody wants to be. When things are rough as they can be in a transition, you're kind of getting battered by waves from every which direction, whether it's advocating for practice time or trying to figure out planning and doing paperwork while you want to be on the track and all those type of things. But it's nice to be able to kind of figure out a direction you want to go and implement it and see people buying into that and being excited about it.
One thing we got really excited about here was nationals and conference before that as well. Recap conference and how that led into Josh and Brian at nationals.
Yeah, it was a good stepping stone for where we wanted to be at the national meet. As I tell the team all the time, what we always focus on is championship racing, championship competition. So for us, that usually falls at conference, and then the people who've earned the right to go nationals, we usually like to use one to build on the next. You take the momentum of the successes you have there, and you hopefully see that momentum carry into the national championship.
Well, and your national championship had 2 All-Americans and 1 national champion, your first.
Yeah.
What's that like as a coach to see your athletes accomplish those heights?
It's awesome. Anytime you have athletes like we have here, you want to see them be successful on that stage. The most people who pay attention to MSUM athletics, they see, just a snapshot of the athlete most of the time. So it's, when we do something like what we're doing now, it's, maybe an article in the paper or a highlight on the website. As a coach, you see all this stuff, the spaces in between that the normal person doesn't see. You see them in the weight room, you see them on the track, you see them rushing to dinner, you see them doing their homework. So when you see all the real work that goes into it, the process that makes them great, to have the result that they do, that's really satisfying.
And finally, what does the future look like for Dragons Track and Field?
It's getting better and better and better every year. When I talk to recruits, the things that I'm usually stressing are we're trying to be exceptional, mind, body, and character. If we do all of those things, we put the process in place to continue growing in those areas. The outcome we're looking for is a championship level program in all of those areas. At the conference level, at the national level, we want people leaving here, getting jobs, being valued in their communities. Those are going to be the benchmarks that we look at as far as whether or not we're being successful.